So here's Fusion 360. I just designed this as normal, just as a model. In the sketches, if you switch the sketches on and the body off, you can see it's literally, you just add some text and then a box, and then extrude it up like that. And then if you go over here to the manufacturer tab, you can see this is the little basically the commands you give the controller, and you can actually play these all out. If I click on the whole setup and then click simulate, you can actually see this being played. Let's slow it down a little in kind of a real time just to check it works. So let's let that play through. I'll speed it up a little bit. That's better. So you can see how, I'll slow it down a bit just to see, you can see how it chops out the inside. I didn't want it to go too quick. Oh, it does another little round, and then near the end, there you go, you can see it just cuts around the outside and finishes off the letters. So yeah, the idea is to cut this out and then maybe try and fill this with something, maybe some resin I've got, and then I'll varnish it off, and hopefully it'll reserve my standing place at Barlow Sailing Club for next season. So here's the finished product. So I used some just old P60 resin I had in the shed, excuse me, and I filled the bottom of the wood. All the letters and the inside was CNC'd and cut out. It was really cool to watch. I actually ended up having to cut manually this piece out of the main piece of wood because something went a little bit wrong with the feed rate and it pulled this off the board, and so I just had to get the jigsaw out and cut that. This has bled, the resin has bled a little bit, if you can see, into the wood. But I'm going to give this a good sand. I think you need to give the resin a bit of a sand, and I'm just going to give it a good lick of varnish, find a stick, screw it on the back and get it on my standing. I don't know if I'm being a bit cheeky doing it, but you know, it's worth a go. This is my dinghy sign. So what this is meant to do, just as a quick recap, is to kind of reserve my little standing where my boat is at the moment. So obviously I'm going to take the boat away. I'm just going to screw it onto this little stick like this, and then we'll hammer the stick into the ground, and hopefully, even if it goes underwater, that'll be fine. So I've drilled 3 holes, and I've just got these screws here, which I think will be okay. Let's try and do this one-handed. Hey. So we'll try and do this one-handed. It's 1. 2. The wood I'm screwing into isn't fabulously great along that grain for screws, but that looks quite good. It looks quite sturdy. So this stick behind here hasn't been varnished because it's treated, you know, for outdoor use, so it should be good for a couple of years, you know, even in really wet conditions. This is completely sealed, and I think the screws should seal that water. It's only going to last like 6 months, so just sort of reserve my dinghy. Now, I mean, my mum always told me, take the initiative. So I'm taking the initiative. I'm going to stick this in. I know some other people have done the same, but obviously there's usually rules for some people and rules for others in these sort of club hierarchy. And I'm nothing, quite frankly, in the club hierarchy. So
I'm just going to stick it in, and if someone doesn't like it, well, hey, I'll take it out. It's not a problem. So that's ready to go. We'll put that in when we collect the dinghy.